It's Lourdes Beach in Kefalonia, and I'm walking my dog. I've been thinking about this for a while. How do we find what it is we want to do? How do we do that? How do we do that? Yes, we go out and we try things. Try this thing that you kind of have always wanted to do, and then try this thing you kind of always wanted to do, and it can get really like just confusion soup when we're at the same time overwhelmed with wanting to fix it right now and not wanting to, like, you know, wait as long as it's going to take to develop that skill, to, you know, maybe get the training that we need, to meet the people that we need to meet to get involved in the industry to the degree that we want. This is one thing that was a real tell for me, and that is, if you know what you don't like really know what is getting under your skin about your life right now and your job right now. What is the one aspect of that job that is really getting under your skin? So one way to do that, you can play this game. So first of all, identifying kind of like what is it that's really bothering you about your job right now, and then know that, and then, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, pick the thing that's the highest, that's giving you the highest negative reading, say. So for me, I was a massage therapist. And so one of the things that would really get under my skin about that, no pun intended, was that I was indoors in the dark. Makes sense that I would nearly go insane with an indoors in the dark job. So you can look at you can take the thing that's really bothering you about the job you have and think about, well, what's its opposite? And then experiment with that and notice how you feel in your body when you think about the opposite of that. So, you know, let's just take my case, for example. If you think about, okay, the thing about, maybe you're inside in an office and you're stuck inside and you're like, the thing I hate about this the most is that my body has to be still all day. It makes me so cranky. Then you'll know that what you need to do is something that's going to be more, you know, more physical. Okay, for example. So you can, and another thing you can do is, and this is really fun, I used to do this, and this is what helped me, like, understand what I needed to do. Okay, take the job that you have right now and keep eliminating aspects of it and changing aspects of that job till it feels better. So I might say, okay, I'm just gonna get super honest with you guys right now. Okay, it's gonna sound crazy. What I would say is, okay, let me see how I can make this job better. So the first thing that I would do when I was doing body work is I would say, all right, let's everybody put their clothes on. So that was the first thing that bothered me. All right, so now that everybody, you know, the person on the table, they're dressed. Okay, that feels a little better. That feels safer. I like this. What else would make this job feel better? And then I said, well, I like that we're talking. I really like the conversation we're having. And okay, how about we just get off the table and go sit in the chair over there and talk? And so I did that, and, you know, in my mind. So I thought, all right, so now the two of us are talking and we're having a conversation. How else could I make this feel better? And then I said, well, let's just go outside. How about let's just go outside and walk around and talk? That's crazy. So you can take your job and then one by one, okay, now what would make it feel better? You know, you can do that. So do that. And one by one, see what, and then that's what you might just end up remedying the job you have to the point that it's completely unrecognizable. Your people might turn into animals. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be like, okay, well, I'm, you know, talking to, you know, now instead of dealing with a person, I'm dealing with an animal. Now, you know, you want to deal with animals, okay? Or it could be, maybe you work with animals and, like, it's killing you, you hate it, and then you turn it into something else. So little things like that. Or maybe you love writing, you know, and you see yourself in your situation, and gradually the picture in your mind is you doing what you're doing, but you're writing more, you know. And you can get really creative with it and just let your mind go to the place that feels good in your body, where you, okay, so if you're not used to doing that, if you're not used to feeling what feels good in your body and having that, you can develop that code, that system for yourself, that language is what I'm trying to say. You can develop that language so that when something does feel good in your life, take an internal, I call it an internal screenshot, an emotional screenshot. You can take an emotional screenshot of what that feels like when you feel good. So next time you're having a conversation with somebody and it's making you feel really good, notice how you feel, and internally take a screenshot. In your mind's eye, go around inside your body. I know that sounds really weird, but notice how you feel, like that warm and fuzziness. What is it? Where is it? How does it feel? Memorize that feeling. This is key. Memorize that feeling. Because when you memorize that feeling, now, when you do the thing with your job, that game we were playing, you can now have a code. So when something makes you feel like that, that's the good thing to do. Because look, we want to spend our life feeling good, right? Is that a rainbow? Holy shit. We want to spend our life basically feeling good, right? I mean, it's nice to have good thoughts and it's nice to do good things, obviously. But why? Because it makes us feel good. So learn the language of feeling good. Learn your language of feeling good. It's different for everybody, and we have that right. We have that right for it to be uniquely ours. Things that make me feel good might not make you feel good. You know, I feel good about really weird things, you know, but that, to me, that's because of my past and my experience and what makes me feel safe and comfortable and loved. You know, so what makes you feel safe, what makes you feel comfortable, what makes you feel loved, and what makes life feel easy, these are going to have what they call, it's like a feeling signature. It's going to have a feeling signature in your body. And you can memorize what that feeling signature is like when you're in those good feeling states. And then you can apply that to when you're thinking about and you're doing the game about your job and changing it piece by piece in your mind until it feels perfect. Okay? And I would so love to hear what, you know, your experience with this. Like how did that go for you? Like, and what was the job that you changed and morphed into something totally different? It's a fun game. You can teach it to people who live in your house too. You know, it's fun. It's totally safe. It's just in your mind, and you get to go where you want with what you already have. It's not like a leap. That's what's so great about it. It's not a leap. You don't have to like reach really far out into outer space. What kind of job do I want? And go to like Jupiter. No. Just start where you are and keep tweaking it until it's perfect. Yeah. All right. Signing off, me and the dog. And it's raining.